In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the downstream O2 sensor on this Mazda 6. Let's install this TRQ sensor. The downstream O2 sensor is located right here on the exhaust, so a little bit further back from the engine, right by the catalytic converter. We're going to have to remove some of these shields here to get access to the sensor itself as well as the connector. Everything is kind of tucked away here. So let's start by removing this aluminum shield here. It's got 4 push clips in the front and 3 10mm bolts in the back. I'm going to start with the push clips. These a lot of times are a little bit stuck just because they're underneath the car and they get a lot of debris sprayed at them as you drive. Sometimes they break and are not reusable, in which case you're going to have to replace them. But if you can wiggle them back and forth and free them up, usually you can save them. And like I said, 3 10mm bolts in the back. At this point, if you wanted to, you could reach up and over and get to the oxygen sensor this way, or you could remove this skid shield, which I will do, just because it's going to open everything up a lot more, especially when it comes to the connector that's all the way back there. To do that, let's remove these 2 10mm bolts that hold the side plastic pieces on. One on each side. Once again, 10mm socket. This should allow us to pull this down just a little bit so we can get a 12mm socket up there and remove these bolts that hold the skid shield in place. 3 12mm bolts hold this on each side. You're probably going to need a swivel for this unless you pull the shield down further or unless you use a wrench. These are a little bit easier to access back here. And the other side, same thing. So to get this off of here, what you want to do is slide it towards the driver's side. The passenger side will drop down out of its hook. Then slide it to the passenger side. That releases the other side. And then just slide it out of the way. Now you'll see the O2 sensor wire leading up to the sensor itself, and right here underneath this plastic piece is our connector. I'm going to disconnect it first, that way I can free up the wire. And to do this, I'm going to have to stick my hand in here, press on the tab, which is on the back side of this connector, and kind of wiggle it. Once you wiggle it, it should want to pop off. Get it out of there. As you can see, it's got a retainer here, so we'll have to get a trim tool to get that out. Just pry it down. Perfect. Now to get this wire out of here, because my mounting hardware is in extremely poor condition, what I'm going to do is take a pry bar and pry these open a little bit. You can do this with a screwdriver if that's what you have, but this should allow you to pull the wire out of their clips. There we go. Now let's grab an oxygen sensor socket. If you don't have this, you could also use a 22mm wrench, but an O2 sensor socket is going to be a lot better at grabbing onto the sensor. Slide it over there and then grab whatever tool you have that fits in here. I have a long ratchet that's going to put quite a bit of leverage on this, and spin it counterclockwise to break it free. There we go. At this point, if you can, remove your socket so you can just freely spin the oxygen sensor. There we go. Sometimes these sockets get stuck on there as you twist on them. Now you should be able to turn this counterclockwise and unthread it the rest of the way. And there it is. There's the O2 sensor. Inspect the area if you can. You can grab a mirror and look at the threads a little bit to make sure that they are in good condition. Since my old O2 sensor unthreaded perfectly, I'm not worried about the threads, so I'm going to take my new one and thread it on. The wire will twist around it. Just make sure that at the end it gets untwisted. Obviously you don't want to leave it like that permanently. That's pretty much bottomed out by hand, so let's grab a socket. I'm actually just going to use my 22mm wrench for this. And when you tighten these O2 sensors, all you want is to just snug them up a little bit. They have a crush washer in there that has to squish down, and that's what's going to make it a nice tight seal. There we go. That's tight. Now take the wire and stick it right back into these two little tabs that hold it on, two brackets. There we go. And to squish them down, you can just use some small pliers. Don't completely crush the wire, of course, but you do want to pinch it shut so that it holds on to the wire. That's good right there. It's not pulling on this side, on the O2 sensor side. We have plenty of slack on this side to plug it in. Now grab your wire and line it up with the connector. Press it in until it clicks. That was a fairly silent click, but it is locked in. If I pull on it, it's not coming out. And on this side, the original had a retainer here. If you wanted to put a wire tie or whatever you have on here, go ahead, but I'm not too worried about it because the shields will come up here and basically hold this wire in. Bring in the shield and tuck it underneath the plastic ones. Then you're gonna have to, just like when removing it, push it towards the passenger side. Try to hook in the driver's side hook. Once that's in, push it the other way. Hook this one in, pull it back, line up the bolt holes, and let's put all the bolts in. I'm going to start all of them before I tighten any, just so that this can still move around and be lined up properly. With all of them in, let's snug them up. Make sure those are all nice and snug. If you're doing this by hand, give them about 1/8 of a turn after they bottom out. Don't forget about this shield over here. Hopefully yours is still in good condition. A lot of times these do corrode and are, well, not in reusable condition. Mine's okay, so I'm gonna put the bolts back in. And before I tighten the bolts, I'm gonna install the push clips. That way I can move this around and line up the holes for the push clips. Otherwise, I might not be able to get them in. If any of your push clips broke, replace them. You don't want this to flop around on the road as you're driving, especially since the push clips go in the front and air will naturally want to push this down. Snug up the 3 10mm bolts. You don't have to make them very tight. They are small and you don't want to break the bolts or the shield. Don't forget to put back these 2 bolts that hold the shields on. And of course, do the same to the other one. There you have it. Job is done at this point. Turn the vehicle on. Make sure you don't have a check engine light. And if you already did have one from the bad O2 sensor, clear it and off you go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.